Good morning. Welcome to another Success Stories interview with the Global Trade Chamber. We're Mel Otero.
And I'm Maria Rene Davila, the founder of the Successful Women in Business. And we have this unique segment of the success stories where we're going to hear stories about successful people like you. Today we have a special guest. All our guests are very special because they have a unique story to tell. I'm going to introduce our next guest. She's actually our neighbor.
I can't believe it.
Yes. So that was funny because she should be here with us.
Yeah, she should be here in person because we are interviewing people from all over the world.
Yes. So we are very excited
awesome.
to have our first guest that is our neighbor.
That's great. That's great.
She's Tanisha Simpkins. And she's also a radio host, ministry leader, mompreneur, and a woman of many talents. So welcome, Tanisha.
Hi, welcome guys. How are you this morning?
Super.
Well, thank you. I'm so delighted that you guys invited me to be a part of your platform. I think you guys do wonderful things when you're highlighting different women across the world.
Well, it's an honor for us to learn about you, how you're impacting the community, but also your journey. That's very important that people understand that no matter what background you have, you can do almost anything, right?
Anything, especially in this beautiful country. So tell us more about you, Tanisha. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from here. I am a native here in South Florida, born and raised here in South Florida. I love it here. I love the atmosphere. When I have gone away, it has brought me back here. Even on a rainy day, South Florida still looks beautiful.
Yes.
That's one of the natures about being in such a place that, everyone loves to visit. I'm here where people vacation, as they say, something like that. So, yeah, I'm originally here from South Florida.
That's good. We only have a few people that is actually originally from South Florida. Usually we have people that live here, but they are, coming from another
They came
place.
from another country or another part of the U.S. So this is we're always on vacation, basically, if we live in Florida.
I love the weather, that's for sure.
Yeah, so it's
absolutely.
Tell us about how you got started in your vocation here.
Well, let's start with the radio host because you're a radio host, and I love your voice.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a radio host. The name of the show is called the Table Talk Radio Show, and also Relationship 204. And basically, the Table Talk Radio Show, it airs on Monday on my Facebook Live and also YouTube under Table Talk Media. And we talk about different things. We talk about world news, hot topics. We talk about health, education. We talk about business. We talk about money. Whatever we say, we put it on the table. We basically talk about it. It's basically a candid conversation that maybe some of us may be thinking about but never really talk about. So we just gradually talk about it and have a great conversation with a couple other co-hosts that are on my show.
That's great. So you're touching on every area of people's lives.
Absolutely. It's a must that we do that. Sometimes we touch on everyone's lives because sometimes they don't want to bring their life to the forefront. If they're having money issues, if they're having parenting issues, it may be subjects that can help either one of us, in a natural day life.
Yes, that's true. And, having different segments where people can learn more about how they can improve in life or learn more about things that you don't really know, like how to do your taxes or what you should know about taxes or business or money, that everybody wants to learn more how to make money, right, and multiply the money. So all those things are very important. But Tanisha is also a ministry leader. So tell us more about that.
Yeah, awesome. I've been doing ministry for the women for quite some time now. I was born and raised into ministry with my grandmother. So it's a big part of my life. Have I say that I've always walked that path? I would be lying if I said if I did. That's one of the things about ministry is just being so transparent and honest. My ministry, when it comes to, I always use the word shepherding women. I don't want to use the word as I'm telling anyone what to do, but just shepherding them into a life of ministry, into a life of loving God and loving family and, understanding their value and their purpose in this world. We do ministry. I'm a part of a church called Christian Community Church, and our women's ministry is on Wednesdays. Right now we had a break, but we do also have private Bible study with myself. We do it on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock, and we just gather together, have a good time, talk about our daily lives, and also encourage each other, inspire each other, for our walk and our journey. One of the things is we go through so much in this life when it comes to relationships, job issues, and sometimes we need someone or somebody to guide us, into basically saying that everything's going to be okay, you know?
Exactly, especially now
Especially now.
in this
Yeah.
crisis that everybody is really thinking about how to be close to God. I believe that probably we forgot to think about God every day, and now with this crisis, we are somehow close to God because every day we're praying and we are, asking God to help us go through this crisis. And what you said is absolutely true that we should do it every day, not just in a crisis, but every day.
Yes.
But Tanisha is also involved with is a mompreneur. That was
Tell
very
us about
interesting.
that
What is that?
term. I love that term.
Mompreneur. Okay. The reason I say that, guys, is because, Maria, I feel like I'm a mom first before anything. And I have to let people know that because in business, I have family. We can't allow ourselves to be 24/7 acceptable to people because it'll drain you out, it'll wear you out, and it'll take away from your family time. So I'm a mompreneur. And I only use the word mom because I'm a widow of 16 years. So that makes me a single mom. So I'm a mompreneur, a mom that does business. And I have to put mom first because I have to be attentive to my family. I don't
I
want to
love
be,
that. That's cool.
yeah, yeah.
Great term. That's a new term for us. That's great.
Do the trademark. I
How
like
old
it.
are your children?
16.
16.
16.
My
And she's
youngest is
the
16 years old. She's attends Plantation High School, our local high school here. She's part of the aerospace program. They have a school.
Wow.
They have a school inside her school. The school she is at is called um, uh, what are they? Oh God, I can't think of the name.
I forgot the name. But you know what? My
The
niece is
Gifted, the
going to
Gifted
the same high
Academy.
school,
It's very
gifted.
Plantation.
simple.
Gifted.
The
You
Gifted
said Plantation
Academy
High?
at Plantation High. Right.
Yeah, my niece is going to the same school.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So probably they are in the same level. Is it in high school or junior, senior?
She's a junior now this year.
Oh, okay. So maybe they are not in the same
No, because
class.
your niece is in high school already.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but it's a good school. Her niece is a beauty pageant winner already. So
Okay.
it's a great school. It's inspiring kids and making aerospace is phenomenal. She could be an astronaut or not.
Imagine that.
That
Wow.
would be fantastic.
That would be great because I try to teach her to walk the path of independence. I'm still a parent, you know, but not too much independence, but independence of choosing, where you want to be in life. But as kids, they change 5 times before they graduate. We've
Yes,
done that too, so
we've all seen that. We've all seen that. So that's pretty
Right.
exciting. I think today more than ever we need to have people around us that are going to help us and uplift us. And I think serving is a key to our life as part of our success. If you're not a servant leader, you're not doing a good job. So your ministry is about service. I think that's one of the main things about ministries that you serve.
Yeah,
So I
well,
think
and
that's a
Al
very
is
important
very
part.
familiar with that because he started the first Christian Chamber of Commerce in South Florida.
Oh, wow. I need to
Yeah,
I need to see what that's about.
yeah.
Yeah.
We started a long time ago. We were in several cities in the U.S. It was the first one in the country. So what
Okay.
we were, it was all about helping people in business be ethical business people. So all you have to do is follow the Bible, and you're going to be
Hmm.
not only successful, but you need to be ethical and honest and care about your fellow brother to succeed in business. I mean, those are traits of every successful leader: is that you have ethics, you have honest, you care about your fellow leaders, and that's what we try to do with the Christian Chamber: is teach people those principles.
Yep. So far, Tanisha has all the components. She's a radio host. She's involved, with Christian, right? The Christian the community as a ministry leader. She's a mompreneur. First time that I hear that word, I like it. And also, she's a business coach. So, what type of coaching you do?
Business coaches basically, as to just the same thing, this is he was saying, just leading people into business being ethical, leading them to the beginning and try to the end. Beginning meaning the simple things, your name, what type of business you would like to have. To me, a business has to be, LLC or however you decide to want to be it. Um, Going to the next step of making sure that you have a business account. If you want to have a DMV, that's fine. But establishing, not just saying that I have a business, but taking it a step further, getting business credit, building your business credit, having those type of things where I'm a business. I am a business, and I'm operating as a business, so that you can find yourself if you decide to want to get a storefront or standalone building that you can put yourself out there that you're able to get this loan, and also building your credit because
Oh, that's so important. Oh,
it's a
people don't
lot.
know about building their business credit. It's horrible.
Yeah, it means so much,
Yes.
to build your credit in a business, because that basically is a business, but just learning the ins and outs of what you need, learning to how to do the paperwork to submit,
Mm.
or learning to put together a sponsorship, for other businesses or banks, if you need it. Just those aspects when it comes to business. And then once you do all of that first, because I think that should be established first. I know people that do business, and the first thing they want to do is, I want to take a photo shoot. You know, let me do a photo shoot first and put my pictures out there and put my name, and that's good, but already be established. Then you can do your photo shoot. Then you can get your name in a couple articles as to say what you're doing or trying to market yourself. But my first thing is always establish yourself as a business first, and then go into the next step of marketing yourself and you know doing those type of things. But that's my business. My other business that I do, guys, I'm a publicist. I'm a publicist of media and entertainment.
Mm,
Wow.
we need help with that.
Yes,
We
we
need to talk
definitely
after
need
the
help with
interview.
that. You touch on all the components that a company needs to start and grow. I mean, there's so many things they don't think about. So everything you mentioned is so important, and people don't realize all the components involved in starting a business.
And have the foundation first,
Yes,
like she said,
the
Right,
foundation.
start with
absolutely.
all the legal aspect, the plan, what you're going to accomplish the first year, where you want to go eventually. So all these things are very important. Have the legal name clear, because sometimes you start growing your company, you brand your company, like this term, mompreneur. I mean,
Very creative.
you don't know if that's a trademark or not, and maybe you started working on that and then you became famous on that, and suddenly somebody wants to steal the name and
Yeah.
that person is going to trademark the name. So things like that are very important, and we have seen problems like that before. Remember with the attorney specialist in trademark, he told us several things about how people actually steal ideas and steal names and even logos. It's unbelievable.
That's horrible. Yeah. So you have to
But the
protect
thing about it
yourself.
is, they take it and then they want you to buy it back. That's
Imagine.
what a lot of people run into because they know
No.
that you have it, and then you see it, and then they're like, or even if you're trying to have a domain for it.
Right.
I know Mompreneur is already domain, but I have another domain I don't want to put out there because I'm trying to do a trademark that's going to be in front of mom. But when I look to see Mompreneur, it was like in the thousands because people they buy domains and they want you to,
Wow.
buy it back, which is a good business for somebody. It's a good idea.
But it
Hey,
doesn't
if
help
you make
you.
money, right? It
It
doesn't help
doesn't
me.
help you.
It
So
doesn't
you're a
help
great
me.
resource for business people. I think you have a lot of tools that they need. And all they need, like you said, is advice, counseling.
Right, right. I do set up if they decide. I give them a 15 minute. They can go to my website, TanishaSimpkinsEnterprises.com.
Mm.
It's listed here. They can just go to the website and sign up for a consultation. I try to see how I can help them, what they need help with, see what stages they are. I put people into three stages: a stages of just beginning, a stages they're in the middle, or a stage they already accomplished, but they just want to rebrand themselves or reestablish
Mm.
themselves. I try to put them in those type of stages, in business, because sometimes we in business we'll have a business and life happens, you know so it may be an interruption, but
Yeah.
then you want to get back out there and they may not know how to get back out there, or
Restart.
just think about COVID-19, right? COVID
Oh,
19 started. Then the Black Lives Matter started. The whole world changed. Our whole concept of business changed. Now we're virtual. You know, uh, Everyone who first started, and you guys can imagine, the churches was like, "What are we doing? How do we do this?" For
nobody in the
some who
church.
weren't doing it. So, now is just a new way of doing things in business when it comes to virtual, a new way of doing business when it comes to um, money. Money matters, of saving your money and putting your money here. A lot of people downsize, and they didn't downsize because they had a bad business. They downsized because economically it just made sense. Because if you're doing everything virtually, you don't really need a whole big office. So now you have a lot of people from home, and you could have just one little headquarters,
Yeah.
of the things that you're doing. Or even myself, I'm home now, but I have a small office. And it's just me. I'm very simple. I go in, I do my work, I have my little piece because normally I would be home working from home. But now my daughter is here. Sometimes my nephew comes. School will be starting back again. So I need my space, very economical, but in my area, but just my space. So, and you can be more productive, you know.
Yeah,
Even the people right now who have kids who are home, I'm thinking to myself, how are they going to do it? That's a lot.
it is, especially going to school online. That's challenging.
Tanisha,
Right.
tell us some of the challenges that you went through in your life.
Oh, wow. Do we have enough time for that, Maria? Some of the challenges? I think all people have at least 5 challenges in their life by the time they hit 50. So I'm not 50 yet, but I'll be there in 2 more years. And some of the challenges that I had in my life. Well, my husband of 16 years, he died in a car accident. We were living in South Carolina at the time. So my daughter was 2 months old at that time. So she never really got to meet him or know him or anything like that. And that was a challenge because I had to come back to South Florida. Unfortunately, South Carolina didn't have enough for me. I'm a Florida native, and you know how we do it here. We kind of get it.
Yep.
And I was like, I got to get back to South Florida because I know that I can be a little bit more successful. And I did, and it happened that way. It's just better opportunities. Um, and another challenge is having, I am 3 years colon cancer free. That happened 3 years ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I think that was the most challenge than the death because the death was,
The
saying you
death
can
rate.
buy. Yeah, but this right here was having the thought of, imagine people having the thought of living with cancer and knowing that they will die. That's a scary thing. But I'm cancer free, thank God, and that was
Wonderful.
challenging because a lot was going on at that time.
That's a great testimony. So
Hey,
that's a miracle. That's
It
a
is, it
miracle.
is.
You're
absolutely.
strong, and now you can share that strength and faith with other people. That's what a story. That's wonderful.
And that's what I do.
Happy for you.
Yeah, I share that story because, since you guys, I share that story because it's transformational.
Mm.
That it doesn't matter what happens in our lives. Um, there's some small opportunity for some type of change. And sometimes if we're going through it, we may not see it at the moment. Um, but after you dry your eyes and you have your breakdown and all of that, because that's going to happen. That's just natural. Then you say, okay, let me see where the opportunity is in this for me. How can I be better at to it? And from that, gave me an opportunity. I led a transformation class. Transferring your mind, your soul, your money, your vocational, your mental, your health, all of that had to come with it, especially our health. I'm a Black woman, you guys are Latino, and our health is so important to us right now. So all of that had to come with the transformation of having colon cancer. So that was a transformation of my life. So I try to help others, not so much they dealing with cancer, but being a transformation of how can you transform your life. Just because you had a bad breakup and a heartbreak, I mean, of course it was devastating. You know how blue women are. It's like almost the end of the world, but you have to have a bounce back to it.
Also,
And
it's all about
huh?
attitude. I notice your passion and your attitude is just so good. It touches lives.
But my attitude is I'm the happy go lucky person. I'm the auntie that like to dance at the picnic. I'm the person, if I'm riding in a car, I'm singing along. You know, um, I mean, do I have my moments? I have my moments, but I try to let it be just a moment, and I put that in my mind, Tanisha. If you're gonna have your moment, and I give myself that, if you're gonna have your moment right now, on this day, and then in the morning we're done with it. Go ahead and cry. Go ahead and be upset. Go ahead and because we have emotions. We're built on
Of
emotions.
course.
Do all of that, and then tomorrow it has to be a better day. Newness, as they say.
Yeah.
New mercies, new days. So it
No
has to
doubt.
be a better day. So my attitude is I have to be acceptable to the people who are around me. And I know, as a woman, we call ourselves being a strong woman, but every day we don't want to be strong. It's a commercial on TV, and I think it's I don't want to be mommy today. I don't want to be daddy today. So every day we don't want to be strong, but we have people that depend on us. You guys have people that depend on us. So on days that you don't want to be bothered, you just have to pick yourself up and just
Yeah.
You're
and
right.
roll with
We can't stop.
it.
Well,
Right.
we're running out of time, but what a pleasure to know you and to meet you and to see
Thank
where
you.
you've come after the challenges you had. I mean, you've had some significant things that uh, to you are like speed bumps, but to other people they're atrocious. So we're very happy to meet you.
Remember, if you
Well,
want to meet Tanisha, you can do it September 19th. She's one of the successful women in business for 2020. She's receiving also recognition this year. So
Beautiful.
congratulations, Tanisha.
Awesome.
thank you.
And if you want to visit her website to understand and learn more about the services that she provides, you can visit Tanisha Simpkins enterprises.com. We're gonna actually it's on the screen,
It's on the screen
so
now.
you
So
can go ahead, visit the website, contact Tanisha. She's phenomenal with all the
cheers.
stories
Yeah.
she tell us about her background. She's gonna help you a lot. So thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Tanisha.
We
Have
Well,
a
thank you
appreciate it.
guys. It was a
wonderful
joy
day.
being a part of this. Thank you so much.
And we'll see you soon.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
For sure, the 19th.
Yes. Take care.
19th. All right.
Bye
Take
bye.
care. Bye bye now.
Bye bye.